Hey guys, welcome back to another episode in my Weekend Worldy series. This time we're going to be jumping on Sonoma, the full track. We are going to be staying in the Forza Touring Car series. However, this time we are going to be in the number 1 Audi. I'm just going to play you the number 1 lap that is set here, done on lap 10, after a little bit of practice just working on the tune. There is still some more time in this lap. As you can see, the Ghost I'm racing against, that is actually a couple of tenths off the number 1 time. But as you can see, we go backwards and forwards a few times. A little bit of time gain there on the entry, a little bit lost on the exit. But all in all, I'm fairly happy with the lap. This track is one of my favourite tracks, I'd say, in the Forza series. A very technical track, nice flow to it as well. Really fun and enjoyable track to learn. Just on the back straight here, trying to spot my braking point upcoming, and just got to try and get that as good as possible. As you can see, in my lap, did not actually nail it as I'd like. But we go on anyway. We try and keep the lap clean. This technical left-right section is really hard to get clean and quick. So as you can see again, losing time on my Ghost. Second last turn, very difficult as well to get right. Very easy to pick up penalty there as well. And in the last turn, you just want to keep it nice and tight here. As you can see, my Ghost makes a massive mistake, and I just take complete advantage of it. And that's it, that's the lap done. We end up getting a 1:34.1, which is good enough to put us in the number 1 spot in the world. There is definitely a 33.9 in the car. If you do manage to beat me, I would really appreciate it if you could let me know, just by posting on Twitter. My new Twitter handle is @DavySkills_. Just hit me up with a tweet or post in the comments down below. That'd be perfect. If you are happy to have the setup locked and you just want to jump straight into trying to beat the lap, I am just going to have a little deep dive like I did in the previous episode. Going to explain what was going through my mind, my braking points, things like that, when I was going around the track. So please just jump forward just a little bit in this video and you'll be able to see that. Okay, so here we are, just going around the last turn now. You can actually do a setup lap to get a bit more speed across the line, probably maybe a mile an hour or two. I decided not to do that. So you just want to get a nice exit, carry as much speed as you can. Up into 4th gear, and you do want to leave it in 4th gear. You want to keep it to the left-hand side of the track, try and hug that yellow line and brake just where that cone is. There's a nice little cone just there, as you can see. That's your braking point. And then as you go into the first turn properly here, you just sort of want to let the car coast and drift over that curb before you get on top of the crest, and that's when you start applying the power. Going into the next complex of turns here, you do want to cut over the right-hand side, the grass here, and just turning at the end of the curb. You can lift or dab the brakes. You just want to get that car turned in and as stable as possible. As you can see on my lap, it was a little bit sketchy. The back end did step out a bit for that left-hander, but I managed to get through it. And then for the right-hander, you just, again, you want to carry as much speed through it and sort of roll on the power so you don't understeer wide. Now this next right-hander, it is a very tricky corner. You need to spot your braking point and you want to dive into this corner a little bit. and just sort of carry your speed to the apex and then on the power as soon as possible. That is the trick to this corner. Coming into this downhill left, this again, it's a very tricky turn as the track sort of just falls away from you. There's some lovely little braking markers, however, on the right hand side of the track, as you can see. You just need to hit the brakes on the second last braking marker there. As your car sort of drives past that, drop it down to third gear, trail brake as long as you can through the turn, keeping it as tight as you can in third gear, and then sort of ease on. The more power you put on, the less your car is going to turn. My braking point for this turn is this lovely red sign here. And as you can see, I did probably hit the brakes a bit too much, slowed down too early, and it affected my exit speed. The exit was so much better. So that's something that is an area where you guys can improve on what I've done, and I would really like to see that get done. And then we go into this very tricky complex in fourth gear. It's left, right, left, right. You want to take as much curb as you can on both, well, on everything really. You do need to half throttle, maybe dab of the brakes between changing direction. You cannot take it flat, unfortunately. So just leave it in fourth, it is faster. Second last turn, you just need to line up on the outside of the track, the left hand side. Tap the brakes as you're going over the grass. So you just want to keep it balanced, use the throttle to balance the car out. The last turn, it's all about spotting that braking point there. And then just keeping it tight, getting on the power as soon as possible, getting a straight line as soon as possible. And then we just line of least resistance to the line, and boom, there we have it. Again guys, if you do enjoy the content, please just give it a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys next week for another Weekend Worldie.